Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. And thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. Okay, so the first card we have is the Three of Wands. We get some fire sign energy with this. Could be dealing with another Sagittarius, an Aries, or even a Leo. But we do have the Magician card here, and you could also be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. And we have the Queen of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords. So this Ten of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being at the end of something. This feels like completion. I do also feel that there's an energy of being able to get to find out the truth in a situation that's really leading and bringing upon the sense of completion within a period. And I also feel that with the Ten of Swords, this may also be a bit of an unexpected energy when it comes to revealing the sense, the energy that somebody around you is carrying when it comes to the way they are moving. I do feel like with the Ten of Swords, this may also be what is like a betrayal, or somebody kind of really being in a space where they surprise you, moving in a way that's unexpected. And I do feel like that could actually be leading to a sense of clarity that actually triggers a desire to be able to either move on, or to be able to move on from something and be able to actually finally put a completion to something that's not working. With the Three of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of waiting. I do feel like with the Three of Wands, this also feels like waiting with expectancy. And I do feel like with the Three of Wands, this feels like an energy of also optimism. And I do feel that somebody may actually be waiting on you, or there could be a situation that's really putting somebody in a space to need to be patient when it comes to dealing with you, or when it comes to just the situation, and it's calling for the sense of being able to be patient with things. I do feel like with the Three of Wands, this feels like a positive energy when it comes to a waiting period. I also feel that with the Three of Wands, it also feels like an energy of being able to experience getting what you want when it comes to having had waited so long, or having had invested so much into being able to get a certain outcome. So I do feel like somebody here is quite optimistic about you, about your situation with them. I do feel like this person is hopeful. I do also feel like with the Three of Wands, this also feels like an energy of distance. So there could even be some distance, and I do feel like there could even be an opportunity for being able to meet this person. And I do also feel that when it comes to that meet, it feels like it goes well. And with the Magician card, this feels like a proactive energy. I do feel like with the Magician card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to have control over things. I do feel that when it comes to things going your way, this also feels like an energy of having things going in a way that you want them to. I do feel like though with the Magician card, this feels like a very intentional energy. So it does also feel like manifesting. So it does feel like an energy of being able to get all of those things that you've been hoping to get, everything you've been really in a space where you are working towards or believing for. Do you feel like this manifesting energy feels like that you're getting that? I do feel like with the Magician card showing up over here, this could even be a person that you're also manifesting an encounter with. But with the Queen of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody they could come across a bit guarded, but I do feel like this person is just somebody who has a more reserved demeanor when it comes to the way in which they put themselves out there, the way that they move in the world. And I feel like it's really based upon a lot of self-protection. And I do feel like with the Queen of Swords showing up over here, that this person is somebody who is also quite strategic in the way that they move. They're quite calculated, but I do feel like it's with intention of being able to ensure that things don't get out of control, or out of their control at least. I do feel like the Queen of Swords does feel like an energy of actually somebody who has had their fair share of experiences in the past that have really pushed them to have to either level up or be able to actually learn a lot of lessons. I feel like this person is in a space where they get it right. So this feels like an energy of learning lessons and also implementing them. So I do feel like when it comes to that Ten of Swords showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to actually start afresh, be able to actually experience, being able to build oneself up from the bottom up. I do feel like with the Ten of Swords, this feels like the worst being at be the worst happening, but being behind you. Do you feel like this feels like an energy of reaching a point where the only way to go is up. So I do feel like this does feel like a fresh start, but I feel that when it comes to a fresh start, it could even be a little bit unexpected. But I also feel that there could be an energy of an end of having had done things in a certain way with that Three of Wands. This feels like more proactive energy. And I do even feel like if it is a long distance relationship, this really feels like moving into a new way of relating with someone. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Moon card showing up in the reverse. We actually have some Pisces energy with the Moon card here too. Could also be dealing with a Pisces. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the King of Swords showing up in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So this Ace of Cups, this does feel like an energy of new beginnings. I also feel that with this Ace of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of also being able to connect with someone on a deep level. I do feel like there is a sense of actually having and being open to something new and having that opportunity to be able to explore a new connection, a new relationship with someone. Do you feel like there's a strong connection over there between yourself and this person that's actually drawing you together? With the Ten of Swords showing up over here, this feels like an energy of something that it could have been holding you back. Actually, I do feel like being able to move away from that. And also, do you feel like also this energy of acceptance with the past and being able to really clear that energy is making way for the new with this Ace of Cups from both here. With the Moon card showing up in the reverse, this feels like a pretty this feels like an energy of being able to bring back more relaxed energy to a situation. It's possible that some distance or even some kind of a some distance, or that could be emotional or physical distance, could have also been on really a reason for anxiety or even stress for someone on a deep level. But I do feel like with the Moon card show up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of having that burden be something relieved. So this does feel like an end of a waiting period. And I also feel that there is a sense of being able to get to know this person on a deeper level, with this person having the opportunity to get to know you on a deeper level, where it's like things that you may have kept in and held in are now being able to more freely be brought to their attention and be actually exchanged as far as communication. I do feel like this is a sense of being vulnerable with someone, and I also feel that it's doing a good thing for your connection as far as being able to relate to someone deeply. So I do feel like the old way of connecting with somebody is no longer relevant, or is no longer a thing. So it does feel like moving to things to a new way of connecting with someone. And I feel that with that, this person is more open to that with you than perhaps you may have thought they'd be. But with the Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like a kind energy. It feels like also a very gentle energy. It feels very comforting, and it also feels like a sense of having a soft space to land when it comes to being able to actually share in an emotional connection with someone. I feel like you're quite emotionally available to this person, and I feel like they receive that quite well, and they do feel like it's also an onset of being able to connect more deeply. But the King of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of somebody being in a space where I do also feel that they may have been someone who liked to have control, or they may have really desired control over things. But with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of kind of letting go, surrendering, letting things unfold naturally. I do feel like, though, the Queen of Swords, it still feels like a pretty logical logical approach towards things, and even things being within control. But I do feel like there's a sense of also having that break free of trying to have everything under control and having things happen in a certain way. The last of this connection to really unfold naturally, and I do feel like with the Ace of Cups, this is a pretty good omen for a new beginning and even a connection unfolding and becoming something even more deeply as far as your connection. Do you feel like with the Ace of Cups, this also feels like spiritual energy? So they can even be that's also really bringing you together. This feels like a connection that's quite deep, and I do feel like there's also a sense of somebody who's quite I feel like it's like they want to give you something, they want to offer you something, and I do feel like it is also taking this connection to the next level. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have give your relationship a chance. We have healing family issues. And we have getting to know each other. So with this give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, I feel like this energy of being able to get to know somebody in a new light. This does feel like also a connection where this person's not giving up on you, they're not giving up on your connection. There's a sense of having something strong and meaningful. This person recognizes that with you, and I do feel like they're in a space where they want to be able to ensure this connection keeps going. They hold on to it through the different times and seasons. I do feel like with the healing family issues card from up over here, this does feel like an energy of also being in a space where you can actually be also taking control of other areas of your life, where it comes to even the way in which you're relating with family and even just other people. I do feel like with the healing family issues card showing up over here, this also feels like a very compassionate energy that comes from either somebody in your family extending that to you or you extending that to them. I feel like it's actually something that is also a huge part of what makes you up who you are today. So I do feel like it's actually a good thing. And I do feel that with this Queen of Cups, this could be a female figure in your life that you are kind of making amends with, and I do feel like also getting closer to. I feel like she may actually be also quite instrumental in the development of being able to get to a really good place on a personal level, on an individual level. I feel like healing is also present. And I do also feel that with this getting to know each other card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to develop a sense of emotional intimacy, but also getting to know someone from a space where it is actually strengthening and deepening your bond. I do feel like with this moon card up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of secrets also being brought into the light between yourself and someone else. I feel like being able to connect with that knowledge in mind is also something allowing you to actually connect with this person from a more authentic space. But I do feel like with the getting to know each other card, this also feels like an energy of a connection where you're getting to know somebody and are in those initial phases is also starting to really pick up and become something deeper, and you can tell that there's something there. So I do feel like with this Ten of Swords showing up over here, this feels like the end of something old, ushering in something new. And I do feel like with that new, there's a lot of positive energy, fresh energy with this Ace of Cups. So I feel like it's also pretty hopeful and really also inspiring energy for what's to come. So those are the messages I am getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.